During times of economic downturn, it's common for companies to struggle and many not survive. However, there are select few that are not only manage to weather the storm but strive and even become more successful. In this video, we'll take a look at some of the companies that not only survive but also thrive during times of recession. We'll examine the strategies and approaches they employed to come out on top and provide insights on how you can apply these lessons to your own business during challenging times. So whether you're an entrepreneur or a business owner, buckle up and get ready to learn from some of the most successful companies during economic uncertainty. Number 1. Netflix. In 2008, Netflix was not yet the media giant it is today. In fact, Netflix introduced a new product, the streaming service, around the time of Great Recession. It was these inventions that allowed the company to continue to grow during the economic downturn. This is how Netflix was able to grow its customer base by offering affordable subscription plans and expanding its streaming service. By focusing on customer needs and optimizing its operations, Netflix was able to thrive during a difficult economic period, while others were struggling to maintain a revenue. Number 2. Hyundai. By 2009, the entire automobile industry was on the edge of hurting, and it was uncertain whether it would even be able to break even. There is no one buying the cars and unemployment was breaking through the roofs. In response to that situation, the Hyundai strengthened its marketing by investing in 9 commercial slots and also in customer-focused ad campaign. As a result, the company's market share increased, sales increased, and also the company was voted the top marketer of the year by Automotive News. Number 3. Apple. Inflation is a world crisis. Apple is a US company, but more than half of its revenue and profit comes from overseas, meaning it's exposed to potentially difficult markets. In 2007, when Apple introduced its first iPhone, BlackBerry was a dominant product and Apple was the upstart. But during the recession in 2008, Apple continued to innovate and introduce new products such as iPhone and MacBook Air. By diversifying its products offerings and focusing on quality, so by the end of 2010 fiscal year, Apple was able to maintain its position as a market leader and grow its customer base with 1 billion active iPhone. Number 4. Kellogg's. Before the Great Depression of the 1920s, Post was the top-selling cereal company in the ready-to-eat breakfast cereal industry. Once the depression in the market began, Post made major cuts to its marketing budget, which turned out to be a huge mistake. This is where Kellogg's saw a major opportunity to rise above Post. Kellogg's achieved it by doubling its advertising budget, like investing in radio ads to promote their new Rice Krispies cereal. This helps them to earn a profit of 30%, and Kellogg's overtook Post as the industry leader and has been the leader ever since. Number 5. Airbnb. Airbnb has been growing rapidly over the previous years and is disrupting the travelers and lodging industry. So let's discuss how this company survived during its recession in 2008. In the aftermath of 2008 recession, Airbnb was able to grow its business by offering affordable lodging options to budget-conscious travelers. Airbnb entered the market far below the price of its legacy competitors to gain a large customer base and reputation. By focusing on the sharing economy and building a strong community of hosts and guests, Airbnb was able to successfully navigate a difficult economic period. Number 6. Toyota. 1973 to 1975 is considered to be a worst year for all automobile industries because of the energy crisis that raised in the Middle East, which increased the price of gasoline for a year and a half long. At the time, Toyota was doing exceptionally well, but when the recession came, they were tempted to make cuts to their marketing budget. Instead, they decided to focus on their long-term marketing plans, which helped them surpass the Volkswagen and made Toyota the top imported car maker a year after the recession ended. Number 7. Amazon. Amazon is one of the world's largest publicly traded company, but it got only to that point by surviving the dot-com bust. While the company didn't go out of the field like other retailers like Pet.com, Webvan, Amazon lost a whopping of 90% of its stock value during an economic downturn between 1999 to 2001. Amazon's business was enhanced by a negative cash conversion cycle, which allowed the company to receive payments from customers before it had even finished paying the supplier it acquired the product from. The combination of this cash flow strategy and its existing investor capital allowed Amazon to continue gaining market share with negative profits. This is how Amazon reached its astronomical growth during the recession. Number 8. Titan. Titan, which is a joint venture between Tata Group and Tidco, has become the largest watchmaker in India, with a market share of about 60% by volume. Worldwide, Titan is one of the top 10 watchmaker by volume. Titan, a manufacturer of watches and jewelry, was able to grow during the 2008 to 2009 recession by focusing on product innovation and customer service. Instead of recruiting on the top professionals in the field, they show that investing in people can work. The Edge, which has been invented by the Titanians, the world's thinnest watch with a thickness of just under 3.5 mm, is notable. By introducing such new products like smartwatches and luxury jewelry collections and providing exceptional customer service, Titan was able to differentiate themselves from their competitors and attract new customers. Number 9. Delta. Delta is one of the major airlines that suffered a major economic tough time. The airline struggled to adjust to decreased consumer demand, rising fuel cost, and the growth of budget competitors offering lower fares. The company declared itself bankruptcy in 2005. When Delta emerged from bankruptcy in 2007, its first step is to improve its customer experience by investing in its workforce. The next company focused on becoming more efficient through increased sales and a tighter grip on its supply chain. Its 2008 merger with Northwest Airlines allowed it to add crucial Pacific and Midwest routes in the United States, while partnerships with airlines like Aeromexico, Brazil's Gol, and UK's Virgin Atlantic gave Delta consumers more international access. Finally, the company took a bold risk on producing its own fuel by hiring crude oil traders and purchasing its own oil refinery and transport ship. This helped Delta keep its fuel cost about 5 to 10% per gallon lower than industry average. Like other countries, Delta survived an economic crisis by investing heavily in its product. In this case, the service it provides to customer. Number 10. Himalaya Herbals. Himalaya Herbals, a manufacturer of natural healthcare and personal care products, was able to grow during the 2008 to 2009 recession by focusing on product innovation and international expansion. By introducing new products and expanding into new markets such as the Middle East and Africa, Himalaya Herbals was able to increase revenue and establish themselves as a global brand. In conclusion, while economic downturns are often associated with struggles for companies, there are some that have managed to survive during these times by focusing on customer needs, innovation, diversification, and marketing strategies. Companies like Netflix, Amazon have all managed to come out on top during challenging economic periods. Their stories provide valuable insights for entrepreneurs and business owners on how to weather the storm or even grow during times of economic uncertainty. By taking these lessons and applying them to their own businesses, entrepreneurs can increase their chances of success regardless of the economic climate. That's all for today. Hope you found this video informative. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.